Now, when I say my school was a scam, I'm not talking about like some Matrix Andrew Tate shit, okay? Not like, don't get a 9 to 5 job. I'm talking about the literal fact that my school was actively scamming, okay? Like they were full on not legitimate. And I mean this in a very specific way. Not that they didn't have. Okay, let me first clarify. I'm talking about my Chinese school during the time I was in China. This follows up with my first video, okay? I'm talking about the school where I learned Chinese. They were all very chill there. The teachers were good. The school itself was just doing some shady shit, okay? Some very shady stuff. The first instance of this, which I don't even think is that bad, they were kind of scamming their students out of a bit of money. Bless myself. They were scamming their students out of a bit of money because they had this system set up where they didn't have their own dormitories for everyone to live in. They would contact actual real estate agents and find places to live and like actual landlords that would be renting to the teachers in the school who would then let us live there. So we'd be paying the teachers, but they did all the communication back and forth. It was very strange, and it was obvious that they were going to be taking a little cut off the top, okay? Like, I'm not stupid. I knew some shady shit was going on. Turns out they're scamming at like $100 a month, which honestly is almost a bit at the limit of how greedy you can be getting, but I don't care. At the time, it wasn't really my money. My parents paid for my education. I'm very thankful for that. However, they did something even more atrocious. The entire reason why I was sent to that school specifically is because it had the best ratings of any school for foreign learners of the Chinese language in Shanghai. I didn't want to go to Beijing because I don't like the Beijing accent that much. So, okay, no front, okay? The Shanghai accent seems a bit nicer, personally. I don't want to say R the entire time. That's an inside joke if you don't know Chinese. Anyways, um, it's all good. The courses are fine. The teachers are very nice. They're very supportive as well. They don't really give that many fucks, if I'm being completely honest. Almost none of the teachers do that full time. Because the school is also scamming the teachers. I think the teachers have it the worst. They're making like $8 an hour, while they have like 8 students each who are each paying like $25 an hour. So somewhere they're like the school is siphoning off millions. I'm not sure where, but the teachers are not getting it, which also is part of the scam. But the schools are so shady. I have to explain something that they did that surprised me. Again, I was sent here because it was the best rated school. You might be asking, cixthoo, how do they get those ratings? Now, here is where the true genius of the scam comes in. Within like the first 2 weeks of you being there, they'll take you out of class and be like, "Hey, yo, so how do you enjoy the school so far?" Bring you like Coca-Cola, some tea, some snacks. They'd be like, "Yo, can you write a review for us? Just your honest review. Just it doesn't even matter if it's not a good review. Just tell us what you really want. Just write it out in your own words, and then put your email address next to it." I'm like, okay. And I'm watching the school official set this up so I can start writing into it. And me and my friend were both standing behind her when she's on the computer, and we both saw this. This bitch has the audacity to go on the official website, already click 5 stars, then click next, then click student review, then like, okay, here, just write in what you want. That was like, I was actually kind of awestruck, but at the time, I would have actually given it 5 stars, and it was a good place. So I don't understand why they did it like that. But you couldn't physically give less than 5 stars because they already made you give 5 stars. So all those 5-star reviews that made it the best reviewed place in all of Shanghai are just every single student they've ever had. It's like no shit they have 200,000 reviews. Because they have 200,000 reviews that are all from the students that are going there. That's all gonna be 5 stars. It's maybe like a 4.5-star place. It's actually pretty decent. I didn't mind. I just thought that was very scummy of them to do. especially because they had like very good programs as well, like after school like activities that they did with people. They had good teachers, very friendly. I mean, I got super lucky. I know one of my good friends actually, surprisingly enough, we did not even know each other there. He lives like 2 minutes from me in Switzerland, which has like the place I live has like 100,000 people in total living here in the entire city. He lives like 2 minutes from me. We both met in the same school in China, which is truly insane. And his class had like 8 people in it to one teacher. My class had 2 people, me and my homie at the time. The homie he was kind of a backstabber. I can't even lie. I don't like him that much, but he was a homie at the time. So I'll call him homie. And we we had this teacher. This guy was actually insane. I'll give an extra free story that's nothing to do with school scamming. This was just such an insane story. So we had this teacher. I don't want to like get him fired, so I'm gonna call him LeBron. Actually, no one even knows where I went to school. I'm just gonna call him James. He's not gonna get exposed. I don't care. He was the goat, except for the fact that he was like low key, super ultra mega racist. This motherfucker would drop the N bomb in like any chance he could get to drop the N bomb. He'd be dropping that shit. And I don't mean in like a yo, what up, my homie kind of way. I mean like in a hateful way. I've said this before. I have never met people so racist as the Chinese. And you can't be mad at them because they are even more racist towards other Chinese people. Like, and this is completely another story, but I'll give a short version of it. Um, my friend's auntie, my homie's auntie, is from Shanghai, and when I told her that I at the time was like seeing this girl who was from Henan, she actually like did quadruple backflips and started screaming at me. I, the hate between Chinese people is beyond my American comprehension. I just know blatant like Nazi and racism and oh I hate DEI. That level is like even I've never even seen that. They hate their own people. But you know it's diverse. James was cool except for the racism part. I'll get some more stories with James. That guy was actually a G. He's like a lawyer in his free time. That's insane. He's a fully practicing lawyer and he does a side hustle of teaching people English. That okay, to be fair, that guy also fucking sucked as a teacher. That guy was such a cool homie, man. He'd just be really nice and he'd help you. He'd really try to help, but he was so fucking bad. It was insane. I have so many funny stories with James, and I'll tell some of them. But the main part of the story is that school was an actual joke and a scam. And sometimes because we came in like the off season, most people go there for summer. We went there for the winter. Almost no, like the school was empty basically. It was me and my homie and like one other class, or like the low point. And I remember on these like supposedly every Friday you get like activities to do. When I say they're good, they actually were good activities. We'd go out, we'd use our Chinese in like local restaurants and whatnot. But low key, when it was like this super low season for like 3 weeks, where it's like only 3 people in the entire school, they just not do those excursions whatsoever. So we just did our own shit, which I mean, honestly, was also fun. But yeah, that school was money laundering of some sort. I don't know what it was. Uh, yeah. Hope you guys learn from this and don't go to Chinese schools or any language school without doing some research. And if you go to their website and they have 200,000 5-star reviews and on a single 4-star review, I be suspicious is all I'm saying. Don't be too trusting.